Okay, so anyway, we're here on our first property that we're going to try and get sprayed here today. Mike, let's take a round back, walk around back. I want to show you something. Oh yeah, one thing I want to tell you guys is that we use a lot of different chemicals, different lawns. Like this stuff is, what do we got in Bullseye? I don't know if you can see it from over there, Mike. Probably have to get over here to see that. But that's our Bullseye product that we use. Now that stuff is basically it's your generic Roundup that we use on some of our properties. When you spray this, you're going to kill everything it touches. On the other hand, the stuff we use is it's 2,4-D amine. It's called 2,4-D amine, and this is our dandelion killer basically for all the lawn areas. It kills a lot of other things besides the dandelions. One thing I want to tell you guys with these backpack sprayers, we use these because they're very handy. This is and they're reasonable. You don't have to go paying $300-400 for a backpack, for a steel backpack sprayer, because those things don't last much longer than something like this. Now these we got at Northern Tool, I believe it was. They're made by Greenwood. They're 4-gallon. These things work really well for us, and I think we picked them up on sale. I think they were 30 bucks a pop. So these are definitely good to use, and they come with an assortment. There's a whole bag of like different ends that you can put on them. They come with a whole bag. There's a million different ends that you can put on these things. So for every application, if you want to spray narrow or if you want to spray wider, I've got the dual end on because I want to spray a path like this, because we're actually going to spray this lawn area up here. So having said that, we're going to get at it because we're extremely behind. But what you do, I'll just kind of show you as I go, just kind of the path that I take as I go. Give me a second to get harnessed up. You always want to make sure when you're out spraying the lawns, the very first thing is that you control the drift. So obviously you can't control the wind. You just got to make sure that you go on a day where it's not windy, because that drift, this spray that you'll see as that shoots, you'll watch, you can see that drift actually drift off, and whatever that drift hits, lands on it, it's going to kill it, if that in fact is what you're spraying. If you had Roundup in here, it's going to kill whatever it lands on. So we don't have that chemical. We don't have to worry about that right now. But always try to do it on a day when it's not real windy, and this is about as good as we're going to get. We also need like 4 hours for our chemical to dry. So pay attention, whatever chemical you're going to be spraying for whatever weeds you're spraying, make sure you know how long it has to be before it gets rain on it, because rain can come along. I mean, we had jobs that we did, we spent 8 hours doing, and we had a rainstorm come in right after that, and it was Roundup, and you needed 24 hours for this generic Roundup to work. Washed it off, we had to redo the whole thing. So anyway, what I do is I pick a spot. Now let's just say this island right here. What I'm going to do, I know what my average swath is. So if you spray, for example, on the ground right here, okay, you know that that's your typical swath, which is basically 6 feet. And then just pick an object, you head directly to it, then spin around, don't move any farther over than 3-4 feet, come straight back this direction again, and just go back and forth, just a small area like this, okay? So you know how to do this already, Mike. Why don't you start on that lawn, you take that, and you're gonna work this whole house and work your way towards me, and I'll start on that big lawn back there after I finish this, all right? So I'll just show you how I'm doing this. Okay, so that's that small lawn area. You can kind of see how I do it. Pace yourself out when you're doing this stuff. Make sure you're going the same speed. Make sure your arm is going the same speed, so you get it on equally throughout the whole lawn. So anyway, I want to just show you one of the things that we do when we go out to spray. Just take these old 55-gallon drums, just drill a hole in here and put a spigot in them, and then just caulk it up nice. Let it dry, and then Mike, if you want to bring your thing down, I can just top you off a little bit here. And so if you don't have water that's readily available, there you go. And you can just fill these things up as you go. So big property like this, as you can see, this is a big Walmart store here that we're doing right now. I want to show you guys how to save money on these commercial properties. This will help you be more competitive. So if you come over here, Mike, show them, come over this way. I want to show them what we do. Now we sprayed this a few weeks ago. Areas like this, instead of trimming's one of your most time-consuming things is trimming. Okay, so what we do, if you could show them down here, Mike, get right on this line here and show them. What we do is come with our spray, shoot this out a ways, and that way the guy can come with a mower, come right in here, turn and head right back. There's no trimming involved in that. That cuts our time literally in half on this job. And people will wonder why, how can George do it for the price he's doing it? Well, I've figured out over time that if I come in, let's say a typical Walmart, okay? Let's say a job like this is, I'm just gonna throw it out there, say it's $400 or $500 to mow this property. Say it's 500 bucks. Now, everybody out there is bidding, say, $500 to try and get this property, or between 4 and 5. I might come in and say 300 bucks and I'll mow that property. I'm not being a lowballer. What I did was figured out a way to do it for less by doing this spraying. Now it might take them 4 hours to mow and trim this property. I'll be out of here in 2 hours because I came in and I sprayed this thing once a month and I'm saving a ton of time. So if they wonder how you can do it for that price, this is one of the secrets, okay? Just wanted to show you that. All right. Okay, so to give you guys another idea, here's another property we picked up the other day. This is a bank property that they're going to be having an auction on down the line or whatnot, but still, we're going to have this thing all summer. So first thing I'm going to do on this property is I'm going to spray, and you always check with your owners to make sure it's okay with them, and they're fine with it, believe me. If it knocks the price down, they're fine with it. So come in, this is one of the tricks of the trade. Come in and spray around this stuff, cut your trimming time, cut the time in the job in half, which is what we're going to do right now. Alright, so on this particular application, we're not spraying the lawn or anything that we don't have to trim around. She wanted us to spray in her bed, so I'll show you when we get up there, but you really got to be careful around the flowers and stuff like that. So, it is spray day. All right. She's going to be selling the property, so she wants to make it look a little better, so I help her out. She doesn't have time to weed anything, so we'll just shoot it up a little bit here. Some Roundup. Where it's tedious. This is where you gotta, when people put these beds in, sometimes they get out of control for numerous reasons. But now I'm gonna go in here and just, we gotta go real slow, real careful because there's so many flowers and stuff in there. Alright, so anyway guys, that was just the typical day. We're back at our garden center. We have a couple more properties to spray, but we're not going to make it today because it's my wife's birthday and we got to go take care of that. But just to give you hints on, just to give you an idea, ways to save money, bring your water like this, these backpacks that are very economical. They're just handy to have. They're inexpensive. That's a big saver. And then spraying all the places you can. is a big saver of time for you down the line. So hopefully this video helps you out. Don't forget to subscribe, Packard, and give me a thumbs up. Appreciate it. Thanks. See you guys.